Good D by JC.
A little head fake. Reese, flick of the wrist. Air ball again, no.
Keep being who you are. Keep waking up every day. Keep being motivated. Staying who you are. Staying 10 toes. Don't back down.
4 seeds and hosting the first 2 games of the tournament.
Oh, Reese with a pretty spin move.
The problem that Angel Reese is currently facing is this. Can she turn it around before we move on? I would want to ask you a tiny favor. Can you name the last rookie who was jeered by their home crowd just 10 games into their professional career? Even Reese's most ardent fans won't be able to ignore the picture they're about to paint if I told you that her shooting percentage has dropped to the point where her college accomplishments seem unachievable. Let's break it down. If you enjoy this content, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing, so it costs you nothing but makes a huge difference to us. Did you click the subscribe button? Thank you so much.
Reese kept it together and found her way to 2 more points.
We have already been through some adversity throughout the year, missed games, different lineups, so many different things has happened to our team. And we were just built for this moment. And we trusted God and we played together and we're some dogs.
She scored only 7 points in a recent game that number 7 is not a typo. However, things worsen, her leaping off the ground a pitiful 30%. You may be thinking, hey, the WNBA is tough at this point. Maybe she's just getting used to it. And the shocking thing is that Reese shot 53.6% from the field while at LSU among players in her position that placed her in the 33rd percentile. Not outstanding, but not awful either right now. When compared to her WNBA career, those collegiate statistics seem like Hall of Fame numbers. This isn't simply a minor decline that we are discussing. This decline is bewildering supporters and leaving coaches frantically searching for solutions. However, Reese's difficulties are not isolated incidents. The Chicago Sky are suffering together in their last 10 games. They have a 3-7 record. That right there is playoff dream destroying territory. And before you conclude that's awful, learn about their shooting problems. Imagine this in a league renowned for its elite play. A professional basketball team goes 3 for 10 from the field over the course of the game. Give that a moment to settle. And not only is that dreadful historically, but it's also bad. And who's in the center of the shooting disaster, you ask? Yes, Angel Reese. What are you thinking? Is Reese solely to blame at this point? Of course not. Basketball is a team sport, so when your top player, who should be taking the lead, is putting up stats that make benchwarmers look great, it becomes problematic. The offensive of the Sky is suddenly as predictable as a mediocre romantic film. Everyone is aware that Reese will win the ball, but it feels more like a slow-motion auto accident than any kind of miraculous occasion.
5, 4, yeah, we sit on that. We sit through. Good job, good D.
Ever All-Star game come on an offensive board, leads the WNBA in that category. Well done, rookie.
It hurts to walk, and it hurts the fans even more because they had such high expectations for the supporters. They won't take this lightly. Social media calls are exploding, and they want Reese benched. Not just any change, yes. The same people who were praising her just a few months ago are now demanding that she get on the pine. This is where things get really interesting, even though it seems like the coaching staff is intensifying their Reese-focused approach. They're still calling plays for her and giving her possession of the ball at crucial moments, despite her struggles. When someone tries to start an automobile without gas, it makes a lot of noise and moves very little. Angel is under stress from more than just the scoreboard. You might think that Reese's problems are restricted to missed field goals and fumbles off the court, but there's a whole different ballgame going on, and fans are demanding more practice time. Reese finds herself torn between basketball and stardom. Which side is winning, though, and at what cost to her WNBA career and her team? Let's analyze it. Reese seems to be trying to imitate LeBron James by recording podcasts and walking the red carpet before she has even won a professional game. Reese has been mentioned at high-profile events, like the Met Gala. While a little sparkle and glamour are fine, it might be time to trade in your fancy dress for more exercise if you're only taking 30% of your photos from the floor. Additionally, Reese has started her own podcast to give her fans a close-up look at her life, with some people wondering if she is disclosing too much about herself. Focus basketball is just as much a cerebral game as a physical one. Reese doesn't appear to be thinking about the court at the moment.
She heads to the free throw line. It hits every part
up, the
we
rim
say
it goes down.
you're living well when it goes in that way.
On the court, I'm very competitive. I'm super competitive when it comes between the lines. I work really hard, but when off the court, we can have a good time.
This is the difficult part, but Reese is dealing with more than just the normal demands of a rookie. Her feud with Caitlin Clark is still fresh in her mind, and she seems to be trying to become a superstar before she has even made a name for herself in the league. I can guarantee you that this is a surefire way to end badly. Reese has admitted that she struggles. It's tough because I hate losing and I try to go out there every night and try to be as consistent as I can, she said, but lately, regularity has been as elusive as her shooting touch. What about her supporters? They are exploding on social media with criticism, and Reese's response has been to obstruct supporters on both sides in an apparent attempt to create a wall between herself and reality. The problem is that wall is as sturdy as a house of cards in the age of social media. Now, let's talk about the team. Reese's Instagram following is expanding faster than her chances of qualifying for the playoffs, and the problematic team chemistry extends beyond her performance. The head coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, is under fire for her offensive setups and rotations, which seem to be an attempt to put the ball in Reese's mouth despite her clear difficulties. How about Kamilla Cardoso as well? Despite her strong scoring, it feels like she's playing with one hand tied behind her back, not getting the touches she needs, and the offense isn't moving like a Ferrari stuck in first gear. This isn't just about Reese anymore. The team is going through a crisis. You maze a knife to ease stress in the locker room.
Obviously, no better place, no better time than now. I mean, so many people are watching, so I'm excited for what's upcoming. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is.
Experts are whispering to themselves. Beginners are doubting their skills and the audience, and they are only one victory away from a full-scale revolt. In Chicago, a quiet power is expanding as everyone is desperately looking for. Despite her remarkable statistics, Solutions is the rescuer of the sky, possibly here in front of us. For a while, Kamilla Cardoso's talent might be the team's best-kept secret. While everyone's attention has been on Angel Reese Cardoso, Kamilla Cardoso has been quietly accumulating some impressive numbers. In a recent game, she had 11 rebounds and 6 assists, which is not just good and could have changed the game. The worst part is that Cardoso isn't getting nearly enough touches. It's like the sky drives a beat-up minivan while keeping a Ferrari in the garage. Why the coaching staff isn't using her more has analysts and fans baffled. Cardoso recently outscored Reese in terms of scoring efficiency. She dominated the boards and scored 10 points on less shots. This kind of play has the potential to alter the outcome of a game. So why isn't she participating in the offense? This subject has many fans and experts fascinated. Some even insist that Cardo take 15 or more shots in a game, which is a big step, but considering how effective she is, it might be exactly what the sky needs. Teresa Weatherspoon, the head coach, has acknowledged Cardoso's potential and talked about how his versatility opens up new attacking options. However, knowing and acting are two different things. It's time for the Skies to take action instead of just talking.
I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
And Reese breaking up that pass. Kennedy Carter feeds Angel Reese. Can't finish.
For an instant, picture Reese and Cardoso as a dynamic team member. Already, fans are calling them skyscrapers. This duo has the power to manipulate paint and intimidate opposing teams. Flashes of it have been seen. Both Reese and Cardoso scored doubles during a recent matchup with the Indiana Fever. Any team in the league could be eliminated with a 1W punch like that, but Cardoso's actions go beyond simply increasing his shooting. They have to do with balance. The current Sky offense is as predictable as a bad romantic comedy. It's clear to everyone that Reese will get the ball, but it's not working. They could lessen the pressure on Reese if they gave her more room to breathe and rediscover her rhythm. According to basic basketball knowledge, having multiple threats makes you harder to stop and not to be overlooked as the mental game. If opponents are worried about Cardoso in the post, those double teams might relax all of a sudden, opening up those contested shots a bit more. Right now, Reese feels like she has the entire world on her shoulders, and every missed opportunity seems to be amplified tenfold. However, if Cardoso steps up and establishes herself as a reliable backup, this pressure will lessen. Reese is not required to play every possession as if it were crucial. Not only is Reese's season on the line, but there are also lofty aspirations of qualifying for the playoffs.
Angel Reese. The media is up to their tricks. Angel Reese had a god-awful game last night. A horrible game.
Even if time is running out, a more well-rounded offensive line with Cardoso as a crucial component could be the spark that ignites a shift in fortune.